Hello, hello, it's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie Part 1. It is Sunday, September 7th, 2025, and I'm so happy you are joining us this week. Mom and I have some very special projects to share with you, so let's turn the camera around to my desktop and get started. All right, this week we are showcasing a new product from the September-December 2025 mini catalog. There are so many amazing suites, and I think we've shown at least one or two already, but today we are focusing on another brand new product that's part of Stampin' Up's Making a Difference campaign. It's the Love and Courage stamp set. Stampin' Up has a new Making a Difference product every fall in the September mini catalog, and this time we get a stamp set. We've had designer paper in the past. In fact, last year's designer paper, Sentimental Christmas, raised $86,000. I know, right? I was really impressed with that. So it was the same deal as it is this year. $3 from every package of this designer paper was donated to different children literacy groups. And this time, we've got $3 for the Love and Courage stamp set, and in the United States, that will be donated to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. So I'm really excited about this Love and Courage stamp set, and I think that it's such a great cause. I was driving the other day and I saw a billboard that said 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime, and that kind of blew my mind a little bit.
Yeah, I was heavily involved with breast cancer things while I was working as the director of Women and Children's. And so I was more up to date on it. But the one thing I can say, and I can't stress this enough, is that screening matters. I cannot tell you how many times women have gone in for a screening mammogram and been diagnosed with cancer, and the earlier you catch it, the better.
Yeah.
And there are several ways to treat it depending on the kind of cancer it is, and I won't get on my soapbox any longer, but ladies, please get those girls squeezed.
Yes. I know several people who have gone through treatment for breast cancer or are currently going through treatment, and range from age from 39 to in their 70s. So it is. It affects so many people of all ages, and like you said, the best way is to catch it early. So make sure that you're getting your annual mammograms and taking care of, watching out for that. So today we're going to use the Love and Courage stamp set, and I had a sample swap. What did I do with that? I was going to start by showing you samples. So let's do that. This is a cling mount rubber stamp set, the last of its kind, as our cling mount rubber stamp sets are going away. But this one is red rubber. It should be pink rubber. That would be really fun.
Should be. Yeah, they used to do that, Stampin' Up. We had different color rubbers. Oh, now that sounds just filthy.
It's true. During celebration and for host stamp sets, they used to have different color rubber that they used to create the stamp sets, and that would have been fun to have a pink rubber. It's red, so it's kind of like just almost pink. It's dark pink. How about that? The Love and Courage stamp set includes this really fantastic image here of the sunflower and the words support, strength, heart, faith, resolve, fight, hope, courage, survivor, believe. Hope, love, thank you for supporting me through my battle. It's okay to not be okay. Friends, don't let friends fight cancer alone. And then the ribbon and the heart image as well. So lots of great images to create cards for lots of people to say thank you or just to send encouraging words. Here is a swap card from Tracy Jacobs. She used Pretty in Pink on her card and some gray granite here for the word hope. I love this layout, really simple with the In Color family designer paper. And so for my samples, I decided to pull out that 2025 to 2027 In Color paper with Strawberry Slush. And I used that pink for my cards, creating some simple designs here with the designer paper and then black and white. And I used the new dies. I really love these new little label dies.
Oh, you got them.
I did. Well, I just have the dies. I don't have the stamp set. This is the branching out dies because I thought I'm going to use these for way more than just like the pine needles and the pine cones and stuff. And I think I'm going to definitely use them more with other stamp sets. So here's my hope card. Here's one with some squares of designer paper. It says, "Friends, don't let friends fight cancer alone." And this one, "Thank you for supporting me through my battle," with some of the hearts and some of that Strawberry Slush designer paper in all of them. And I'm really excited about the project I'm going to make for you today. I am bringing in the sunflower embossing folder because I thought, how perfect is that to go with this stamp with the sunflower. And we just checked, thank you Mom for looking that up for me, the sunflower embossing folder is currently not available. It has been in and out of stock because it has been a super popular item from the July online exclusives. And so if you don't have the sunflower embossing folder yet, you will be able to get it when it's back in stock around September 29th. I highly recommend using the feature on the product page to ask for an email when it's back in stock, because a lot of times it comes back early. And so if you request the email, they'll send you a little note and let you know when it's back, and then you can snatch it up and add it to your card. But this one has just been so popular. Stampin' Up they can't keep it in stock. Everybody wants it. So I wanted to try a fun technique. Let me put this aside for a second and show you some samples with the sunflower embossing folder. I have had some fun with this one. This actually was one that Claire helped me color, but I used the two-tone cardstock and sanded the edges. Oh my gosh. So gorgeous the way she colored in with blends to add highlights and details. And this was your card, right, Mom?
Yeah.
Was it a Sunday stamping video? Did we showcase this embossing folder?
I do believe we did.
What did I make with it? I don't know what I made with it. But here's your card. Maybe this was just another swap or something. I know.
Well, either that or it was your birthday card.
It was my birthday card. Yes.
That's right, because I bought you that little charm. Yeah.
Yes. So for this card, you just sponged, right? With sponge daubers to add color?
Yes. I wanted the white background because I wanted the flowers to kind of pop.
I love all the different techniques you can do with this embossing folder. Here's a card from Terry Biggs, and she did this like faux wood grain technique with embossing lines on the cardstock after it's embossed with the flowers, or maybe before, and then taking the ink pads and swiping it in different colors to get that kind of wood grain. So pretty. And then this one is from Marie Ferrito, and she kind of did the same thing with some different ink colors. She has this on, I think that's basic beige.
Yeah, it looks like it.
And then some copper embossing powder in there too. Oh my gosh. I know, so stunning.
Dang.
So I was inspired by all the inking techniques and decided that I wanted to try to dress up our embossed background. And I'm using some craft white ink. Check out my craft white ink. Apparently I never updated my white ink pad, so this is old school style. With the flip lid. I guess I don't use white that often. I can't remember the last time I used the white craft ink. If you purchase white craft ink now, it comes in a stamp pad like this, but I want to let you know that it comes uninked. So you're going to get an empty pad, and then you'll get an ink refill so that you can ink up the pad and get it juicy for when you're ready to use it. Now, I thought I found my ink pad, but I don't know if I have refill. I'm sure I have refill. I don't know how good the refill refill is. But I was like, I wonder. I opened up my pad and like it's kind of wet. And so I was like, well, I'm going to go for it. And so I don't know the last time I used it. I don't know the last time I inked it. I feel like it's probably been at least 5 years. And so I don't know. It's working though. So I'm going to take the ink and just swipe it on the cardstock. So I couldn't decide. Mom, I'm going to make you decide, but I promise I'll show you both ways. Should I do it on the embossed side or the debossed side?
Well, the debossed side is going to give you more of a white background, right? Because that's more raised than more raised. That's not raised, really.
Yes, depending on how much ink I put on there, but yeah, there's a lot of it's going to catch the raised part. So it's either going to catch kind of the details or it's going to catch more of like the petals.
So whatever way you did before,
I have samples of both.
Oh, okay.
So how about I'll do it and then I'll show you. Which side up?
The raised side up.
This side.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to take the ink pad and just go direct to the cardstock and just swipe. Oh, it's so pretty.
It is, Julie.
So for my card, I'm just using the white to color and to kind of highlight those images. But you could then go in and color even more, like add some Stampin' Blends and really like highlight those things. I'm keeping it kind of simple with this card, but you can dress it up as much as you want. I will warn you, it is a little messy. The craft ink is a pigment ink. And so the difference between pigment ink and a dye-based ink is the craft ink is more paint-like. It actually sits on top of the paper, whereas the dye ink soaks into the paper. And so that's why you can see white, because it stays on top and doesn't soak into the cardstock. Otherwise you wouldn't be able to see it. So the white craft ink is more paint-like. It does need a little while to dry. So I did mine ahead of time, and I have both options. So this is the one I just did where you're doing it on the raised side, and this is what it looks like on the opposite with the debossed.
You know, they're both gorgeous, but I think I like the embossed side versus the debossed.
Yeah. I know they're both great, and I did cut enough to make 2 cards, so I'll go back and make a second card. I promise I won't waste it.
Hey,
so
Julie,
yeah.
Do you remember way back when that we had craft ink in all the colors?
We did, way back when. We did have craft ink in all of the colors. The craft ink is really ideal for scrapbooking because it is, it's waterproof, and it's, what are all the things, right? Acid free. Of course, the other ink is acid free too.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be fun if we got some colors back in craft ink?
Oh, are you knowing something I don't know?
No, not at all. I was just thinking here, I'm going to do a suggestion box to Stampin' Up.
I honestly don't use the craft ink very much, obviously. It says the craft ink is recommended for scrapbooks. It's also great on wood, porcelain, and paper. Let air dry or heat set. You can also stamp on fabrics, but heat setting is required there. So I have to say, like, I don't think I owned any of the craft colors in the other colors because I just didn't have the need to stamp on, you know, different surfaces like that. And white was really the only one that that I ever had with the craft ink. But that certainly would be interesting to have some more pigment inks or other types of ink in general. I have seen some really amazing things with like alcohol ink pads. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We know nothing. There's no announcements being made at this time.
No, not at all. I'm just, you know, just
dreaming.
Thinking, well, I used to have some of the craftings. I didn't have all the colors. But just for things like this.
Yeah, I think it would be really cool to do stuff like this. Although we saw what it looks like with the other colors on the lighter cardstock. And so you certainly can use different colors to do a technique like this direct to paper.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to bring in a little black here since I had some black on my samples. I kind of like that. And so I want to do 2 different colors on my stamp. And we talked about this before, how using your Stampin' Write markers to do 2 colors works really well on the rubber stamps. But because we have 2 very distinct sides, I'm just going to take my ink pad and strategically ink up one side with the words in black, and then the other side with the flower in Strawberry Slush. It's so hard on camera. I'm trying to like get right up to the edge. I feel like I'm just missing it. Okay, I think I got it. When I was doing this by myself, it was no problem.
Of course.
It's always a little trickier on camera, I feel like. Okay, I think I got it. So I'm going to stamp this on a piece of white cardstock. That is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. We're going to go right in the middle. Oh, so pretty. I do have a little pink getting over into the edge there, but that's okay. What was I going to say? Oh, I was having a lot of ink catching on the edges. So I took my scissors and trimmed my stamp a little bit because it was giving me halos. And when I was stamping earlier, I swear that it was the heart that was giving me trouble. I stamped the hearts for this card like 6 times. Like this is so simple. Why is it so hard? Oh. Okay, so we are going to add to our thick white card base. We're going to add our background and then add a banner on top of that. This is a really clean and simple card today, but I think the background kind of dresses it up and makes it extra special. I'm going to take my scissors and cut a banner tip on this black cardstock, which is 2 inches by 4 1/2. I'll have the measurements for you in the video description. All 3 pieces that I'm using. Okay, I'm going to add this to the banner now. And then I'm going to put some Stampin' Dimensionals on the whole thing and add it to the card.
Oh, Jules, that's pretty.
Thank you. Oh, no. Oh, what? Ah!
Oh, you can send that one to me.
No, I'm going to stamp you a new one. Oh! Like, ink does not like me today. I don't know.
You've got my bad mojo there. I always get ink on everything.
That's okay. There's always
more paper.
More paper. That's right.
And it has 2 sides.
It does have 2 sides, but I'm afraid, well, that one already has adhesive on the other side. So that's not going to work. All the black words on my, I got to clean my ink pad. Maybe do the pink first and then the black.
There you go. I haven't done the craft ink. I haven't used that in a long time.
The white?
Yeah.
So
the other thing that I used to like to do with the craft ink is I'd stamp the image, and then it's good for heat embossing too. So I used to put clear embossing powder over it, or we used to have embossing powder that had like some glitter in it or something.
Yeah.
Sparkly. And that was real pretty on it too. Lots of different things to use.
So one tip with the embossing is you can ink your stamp with Versamark and then ink it with the color, and it stays wet long enough for the embossing powder to do clear embossing powder.
Well, see, I just learned something.
All right. Ta-da! That one looks even better. Okay. I'm so worried that I'm going to smear this ink again. I'm going to try to be careful here. that's centered. It's not centered. Oh, okay, hang on.
I want to make a big sound as you pull that off.
Okay, this simple card, I swear, is taking taking so long. I was like, this is going to be a short video, but not at the rate I'm going. Okay. I was debating on whether or not this card had space for bling. And
Oh, yeah.
okay, where would you put it?
Maybe, or either, it depends what gems you're using, but you could put them on the pink layer or on the white layer with the image. So probably on the white one with the image, yeah.
I feel like I like it better without bling, but this is your card, so how about that?
Bling, yeah, that's beautiful.
Okay, so I was playing around earlier before I decided to do the black ink, and I did a card that's all pink and white. And so here is a similar version. I just did this all in pink, and the background I inked up with Strawberry Slush ink. So it's really subtle, that extra like detail to the embossing folder, and I also cut it into some shorter panels, but I just wanted to show you what that looks like if you inked it all in one color. And let me bring all my cards back out here. I do have one more, which is just a variation on the card I did, but I made a frame version.
Oh, Julie.
I was like, I don't want to cover up all this beautiful embossing folder. And so on this one, I took one of the frames from the Happy Plants. You know which kit I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
And I just took the other thing out, and I have a 6x6 piece of Strawberry Slush cardstock. Sorry about all the glare. 6x6 of the Strawberry Slush. I did the same technique, exactly the same stamping. And then just instead of the banner, I just did a square right in the middle. So if you know someone who needs a little reminder of all the prayers and the strength and the support that you're sending them, I think a little frame like that would be lovely.
Yeah, I should make one of those and put it on my new shelf.
I love that idea.
Yeah, I think I will.
Maybe I'll make one for you.
Okay.
I have an extra piece cut, and I got all my stuff out, so I think I will do that for you. All right, so the Love and Courage stamp set is available now. Usually the things that are the Making a Difference campaign do have an end date with the catalog. So I anticipate that this will be last chance, like in December. Maybe they would push it to February, but I think just during the catalog period. So make sure that you grab the Love and Courage stamp set, because $3 will be donated for breast cancer research, and I think that's really awesome. So I hope that you will consider this stamp set as you are shopping in my online store with the new mini catalog. And I can't wait for you to see what Mom is going to create and the other samples that she's got to share. So why don't we head over to her channel?
Well, before we do, Julie.
Oh.
I can't remember if you mentioned that in terms of the distribution of dollars, it's by market. So they take the percentage of the stamp set sold in that market. So since we're a global company, Australia will get the percentage of the proceeds from sales in Australia. Same thing with Ireland and England and France and Germany and Belgium and New Zealand. So and Canada. That question came up from somebody that, does the U.S. get all the money from?
Oh, yeah. So
it does go into each market.
I think not only each market, I think sometimes each individual country. When I was looking at the information for this product to give back, it was $86,000 total that was donated, but they had a breakdown of like 6 or 7 different organizations around the world that received those donations.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not all staying here in the U.S., but the sales in the U.S. Are all going. The donation would go to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. And there are other organizations, I think, throughout the world that are being supported with the same product give back campaign. So,
yeah. Anyway, I couldn't remember if you mentioned that.
Nope, not yet. Thank you for pointing that out.
No problem. Anytime.
All right, well, let's head over to Mom's channel for part 2 of Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie to see what she has created. I look forward to chatting with you over there, but thank you so much for joining us. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure that you subscribe to my channel and to Mom's so you don't miss out on future Sunday Stamping videos.
All right. See y'all in a few minutes.
All right, see you soon. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.
Bye.